Hi student, the last topic of quadratic equations is to decide nature of the roots, what type of roots you are getting without actually solving by using the formula or by using factorization method. So this depends on a value called delta. We call it as a discriminant. This is the value b square minus 4ac. Okay, if this value is greater than 0 or equal to 0, we write greater than 0. The roots means the zeros or the factors, real and distinct, that means different. If this is equal to 0, the roots are real, means why I am writing real always? Real and equal. Why I am writing real? Because whatever numbers you take, you have to take from the set of real numbers. Now, if this is less than 0, the real roots does not exist. Why this is happening, sir? Why should we trust you? What is the reason to learn these things? I'll tell you. We take x as minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. See, this is under the square root, no? Whatever the value inside the square root, that should be positive to get a real root. Is it right? Is it right? Yes. See, if this is a positive value, then the real roots exist. Real roots exist means, suppose if it is 4, if it is a 4, then you get 2 minus b something plus or minus 2, then you get real number. Even if it is 3, you get root 3, but you get irrational value. But irrational number is also a real number. But if it is negative, the square root does not exist. If the square root does not exist, the whole formula does not exist. If the whole formula does not exist, then the roots does not exist or the zeros does not exist. That is the reason why we write the real roots does not exist. Okay, this is the reason why it should be positive or why it should be equal to. What happens if it is equal to 0? You get only one root, but we don't write one root. We always call it as a repeated root, because a quadratic equation should always give two roots because it is of degree 2. So we write it as repeated root. Suppose if it is 0 and b is minus 2, you get 2. Suppose the whole answer is 2. Then we write 2 comma 2 are the zeros. Okay. Now we'll go with some problems of exercise 4.4. Right. These are the three problems given in the first. Find the nature of the roots. If real root exists, you have to solve them by using any method. See, first of all, you have to write A, B, C. A is 2, B is minus 3 and C is 5. So, what is delta? B square minus 4AC minus 3 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 5. 9 minus 40 minus 31, it is less than 0. Therefore, what we conclude? The real roots does not exist. In the same way here, A is 3, B is minus 4 root 3, C is 4. Find out delta. B square minus 4AC minus 4 root 3 whole square minus 4AC. 48, because 4 square is 16, minus square is plus. 16 into root 3 whole square is 3. 16 3 is 48. 4 4s are 16 3 is 48. 0. Therefore, the roots are real and equal. So, shall we find out the roots here? You can do that problem of your own. So, if the roots are real, then you are asked to find out that. Okay. So, let us apply the formula. It is easy to apply the formula because we have this value already by 2a. No? So, minus b, minus of minus 4 root 3. Because this is 0, we found out here by 2a. So, 4 root 3 by 2 into 3. 2 will cancel. Root 3 will get cancelled here with root 3. 2 by root 3. Only one root we got. I told you, when discriminant is 0, you will get only one value. But still we write, what are the roots? Roots are 2 by root 3 comma 2 by root 3. Third problem I want everyone to do. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. The question is find the value of k if the following quadratic equations has equal roots. Equal roots conditions, first let us write A, B, C. A is 2, B is k, C is 3. Since the equation has equal roots, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Our delta is equal to 0. Okay. B square is k square minus 4 into 2 into 3. So k square is equal to 24. K equal to root 24 with plus or minus. You can leave like that, or you can write it as 2 root 6. Because we can write 4 into 6. We know the value of square root of 4, it is 2. In the same way here. So when something like this is given, that means if it is not in a regular quadratic form, then you have to convert it into ax square plus bx plus c, and then you have to solve. So let us multiply this. Kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is 0. A is equal to k, b is minus 2k, c is 6, and you are told that equation has equal roots. Since the equation has equal roots, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. This becomes 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0. So you can take common 4 and also k. It becomes k minus 6 is equal to 0. You can divide the 0 with only 4 but not k. You are not supposed to send k that side, because whenever some product is there, you are not supposed to send the variable. Variable means x, y, a, something like that. You can send the constants or the numerical values. So it looks like x into y equals 0. Either k 0 or k equal to 6. But k is equal to 0 we don't take. Why? Because when k is equal to 0, it won't become a quadratic equation. It become a line. Agree? It become a number. The equation does not exist. So k equal to 0 is not the answer, but you have to show that k equal to 0 exists, but it is not the solution. Okay? Next question. The question is it possible to design a rectangular mango group whose length is twice its breadth and area is 800 meters square? Let us see. Length is twice its breadth. So let us start with breadth is equal to x. Then the length will be 2x, twice its breadth, and area is given 800 square meters square. Is it possible? Let us see. Area means length into breadth, 800. So x into 2x is equal to 800. 2x square is 800. So x square is 400. X equal to 20. When x is 20, y is equal to 40. 2 into 20. So we take, what is y? No, length. X means breadth. Breadth is 20. So it is possible. We can conclude that it is possible. The next question is also, is the following situation possible? Determine their present ages. It is about the ages of, whenever we start a problem of ages, we should always start with present ages. The question, the sum of ages of two friends is 20 years. 4 years ago, the product of their ages was 48. So it is about present ages. So we start, let age of friend 1 is x, age of friend 2 is y. These are of present ages. So what did they give? The sum of the ages is 20. X plus y is equal to 20, and you can take y as 20 minus x. In the same way, after 20 years, 20 years only, 4 years ago, the product of their ages, 4 years ago. What is the age? Age of friend 1 will be x minus 4. Age of friend 2 will be y minus 4. So what did he say? 4 years ago, the product of their ages, friend 1 into friend 2 is equal to 48. That means x minus 4, y minus 4 is equal to 48. So x minus 4 into y is 20 minus x minus 4 is 48. So x minus, because we have to convert the whole quadratic equation to single variable. 16 minus x is 48. Let us multiply this. 16x. What we are going to show here, if you are getting the value of x, then the present situation is true. Or otherwise we can conclude that the situation is not true. Minus 64 plus 4x is 48. Bring all these terms to that side. X square minus 20x plus 112, I think. Yeah, 112 is equal to 0. Factors for this. B square minus 4ac becomes, let us see, I'll apply the formula so that we can get it easily. A is 1, B is minus 20, C is 112, minus B plus or minus root of B square minus 4ac by 2a, 20 plus or minus 400 minus 4 into 1 into 112 by 2 into 1, 20 plus or minus root of 400 minus 448, which is negative. When the negative value is there under the square root, the whole system does not exist. That means the roots does not exist. The root does not exist in the sense the situation is not possible. Right? The last question. Is it possible to design a rectangular park of perimeter 80 and area 400 meters? Let us see. Perimeter is 80, area 400. Let us check. Suppose if I take length and breadth as x and y, length is equal to x, breadth is equal to y. Perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. So x plus y become 40, y is 40 minus x. In the same way, area is 400, length into breadth, x into y is 400, x into 40 minus x is 400. So it becomes 40x minus x square is 400. Let us take these values. That's what x square minus 40x plus 400 is equal to 0. Let us apply the formula so that you can get it, you can check it easily actually. X equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So 40 plus or minus 0 by 2, 20. X is 20. When x is 20, y is also 20. So it is possible. The present situation is true. Okay. All the best. This we can end the chapter. All the best.